All right, thank you for tuning in. I am your host, the Faithful Community Realtor, and this is The Path, where we promote businesses, talk about the journey, and allow you to give your testimony. I have a great guest today. This individual is in the community, everywhere that you turn, doing a lot of things with politicians, doing a lot of things with different cultures. In his hometown, and where he's from, Haiti.
Big Haiti.
Bringing a lot of notice to Haiti and just doing some great stuff that I think this information will be able to motivate the ones that are watching and the ones that are looking to become something great in your own community. We call him Lewis, Mr. Lewis.
Mr. Peyko.
Or Mr. Peyko, Louis Peyko. But Louis, thank you for coming, by the way.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Give me your real name, your government name.
Man, my government is Louis Rosmi.
Okay.
A.K. Peyko.
How do you Rosmi? Is that a Haitian background or?
No, it's a French name.
French.
R-O-S-M-Y. And this is one of the reasons why I go by Louis here, because it was so difficult for people to even understand how to pronounce my name in the classroom. So I'll tell everyone, just call me Louis. And then from there, we branded Peyko, and it's been a ride.
And Peyko, exactly. I like to start with the businesses and promote your businesses. So Peyko, what exactly is Peyko?
Well, first of all, I have to give it back to our newest brand ambassador, Mr. Rubens, who just won the big game right now in New Orleans. So again, we have many people that ask us, what is Peyko? Peyko is an idea. Like anyone can own their own Peyko. We set in motion a big vision where we're going to contribute on making Southwest Florida better. And we couldn't think of a better name where my parents that had the dream for them, where they wanted to live life to the fullest. They wanted to build and take, support the community where they live in, but they had some limits. And when they brought me to the state, I say that it is a time for me to help secure my family legacy. And the only way I could do that is to birth a company. And today we set in motion Peyko here in town. There are multiple things that Peyko is doing in the community, starting with the venue where we provide a community center. Anyone that would like to have a good time, family atmosphere, business promotions, so they can use that hall to do whatever they like. And we've been able to see people get married. And we've seen people celebrate their birthday, baby showers. And I think it's a good thing. I like when people are celebrating something that's important to them, and we're honored to provide that home to them.
Appreciate that. So I'm from, as many people know, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and then it's hard to find a venue.
You're from Detroit?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
313.
Eric Thomas. My man, E.T.
E.T., baby. I just seen him. He was on someone's Facebook, and they just started and his name Rodney Allen Moore. He played football with him in high school. They just started a program for fathers.
Oh.
And I don't know the ins and out of it, but I asked him, like, what you guys doing? You and ET? And he said they just started this program to help, build fathers and be in the community and things like that, which I really believe that's a big thing.
Yeah, it is. I've shared stage with ET before. He's a great man, and I like it that he's a doctor now. Hey. Dr. Eric Thomas, with some respect to his name. I love it. So
he's always, I remember when I first heard him, and people don't know this, so he had already been speaking with professional athletes, but behind the scenes, no recordings, no nothing. So the NFL and the professional sports were using this man to motivate their players. Nobody knew anything about him. I mean, unless you knew who he was. He did a video with I think it was the Miami Dolphins. And somebody posted it on social media, and within like 20 minutes, it was off. They took it off.
Really?
But I saved it and I still have it. It was so just inspiring, motivating. And the guy just, when he open up his mouth, it's just like, I can fly,
Yeah, I like E.T. And by the way, thank you for sharing Lisa King. She's the queen in the area. So I have to tell you that Eric, one of the things I like about him is like when he questions how bad you want it. And there are many people out there that are setting up businesses, that are also getting a job, whatever they have to do, or the position they want to serve on. It's like how bad you want it. And ET is always that guy. It's like, you're gonna put in, you're gonna get in what you put in it.
Right.
So me, it's the same energy that I got every time I'm in business. I always say this all the time. I love my team. I have one of the most incredible team of 7 people that I work with at Peyko. I have to tell you is that every time I wake up, I say, I'm thankful to the team. However, if they put in the amount that I put in, I think we would be on Sky 7. So again, I just can't push them that much.
So you want it as bad as you want to breathe.
Yeah, man, as bad as I want to breathe.
He said the guru pushed that man down, kept pushing him down.
Exactly.
And he said, you want it that bad? You want to breathe, right? He said,
and the biggest thing is how early you invited him to meet him by the beach.
Meet me at this certain time. You're like, what, man?
Yeah,
going to no
like
beach
you have
at
some
this
people
time?
who want to succeed, bro, but they still want to take 2 more minutes now. You know, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. Thank God I made it. I'm up. I gotta go.
You got a lot of businesses and stuff that we can be all day and take all our time talking about all the business that you do have.
Correct.
But I want to talk about the journey. You just said that, your parents brought you over here and immediately you like, I want to start something. Take me back to before you getting over here, or the childhood, or who inspired you as a child.
Yeah, when I was in school here, I liked school.
Where is here?
Right here. I went to Dunbar. So in the classroom, I felt like at the wrong place where I saw students were not interested in learning. It's like, I was like, come on, y'all, we gotta go. We gotta get this thing done. I mean, we have to learn up, I would say, just so we can get a class out of the way and get things done and go out on our lives and serve others. I saw too many children were not interested, and I wanted this thing so bad, and I got discouraged. I wanted another path. So I went to my guidance counselor. I said, what can you do to help me out? And I ended up being dual enrolled and went to back then it was school in Michigan that helps.
For real?
I forgot, like FMIT now, what it is. Yeah, so I went to FMIT, but at the time...
In Michigan?
Yeah, on Michigan, there was a school called, I forgot what it called.
A technical school or what?
Yeah, it was technical
ITT
school.
Tech?
Yeah, it's now FMIT, but before there was some other name, I forgot.
Everybody got a Michigan story or something.
Yeah, so while I was doing going to high school and going to the technical school, I ended up learning web design and computer repair. While I'm there, my computer teacher ended up helping me start streaming in his church.
And this was like 1960 what?
Yeah, man, stop it. Yeah, so again, I was that guy writing on a PhD. Like I was poor, I was driven, I was hungry, and I was driven.
That's what PhD means?
Yeah, man. I was poor, I was hungry, I was driven.
Okay.
I wanted a way. So I was running. I needed a way. I didn't want to waste the time in school because the people just didn't want to learn. And I was recruited by an African American man who's a great man by the name of Joe Brunson. Rest in peace. I love this man. This man loved me so much, helping me thrive, He always had value. He always encouraged me. Where my parents didn't understand business, they always wanted us to succeed, but that's not what
your parents.
Yeah, that's not what they really knew. That they couldn't. They were not my rich dad, right?
Rich dad, poor dad.
Yeah,
right?
Mr. Brunson was that rich dad to me. So he held my hand and showed me the way how to learn more about people. How people is your problem, people is your solution. So
when I came to Fort Myers. Right. It's certain individuals that I spoke to, and my fraternity brothers. Shout out to the Qs out there, the good bros.
Right.
Forrest Walker introduced me to Mr. Brunson.
Right.
And Mr. Brunson reached out to me. We spoke a lot, and I was in a financial arena, and he talked to me about opening up a bank.
A bank, yeah. Wanted to open a bank in the Dunbar community.
All African American bank.
Yeah.
And he was giving me the layout and stuff, and that's when I connected with Mr. Brunson.
Right.
You said that he was one of your biggest mentors.
Yeah, he's the one who planted the seed in me. I always say this man discovered me, man.
And you talking about being driven. Where did this drive, where did this motivation, determination come from?
First of all, I live by design. Like, I already have a plan written. I know exactly what I want. I wanted them, but I just didn't have a path. Like, I think it's a good thing I had on the path, you know? I didn't have the path to get there. So I wrote down everything I wanted. For example, like at home, I have a dream board. I already know exactly where I want to be 5 years from now. And I believe I'm exactly where I work for. You know, where I'm at today is what I work for. No. So I'm definitely feeling I'm at the right path, and sometimes I even overdo it. And again, I live by design. I write a goal. I set my plan, pick a result, and I'm just working towards it. So it's like if I have a plan, I remember Mr. Brunson helped me understand this. He told me, if you had all the money you wanted, what would you do with it? I said, I wanted to travel the world. He said, man, don't worry about traveling the world. Just pick some place that you would like to go. And he helped me narrow it down. And then by the time I told him I wanted to go to Europe, and he said, just find out how much it's going to cost to go to Europe. So he helps me book a trip, helped me get a rental car, hotel, and everything, just hypothetically, if you had the money. And I found out all I needed was about $7,000 for me to go. Mm-hmm. And from the time he helps me put that plan in writing, and listen, less than a year later, I won a free trip with a company that was doing some promotion. You see? So I had the plan, and I knew how much it was going to cost me. All I had to do is just work to get the money enough that it was side money for me to travel. So sometimes our vision, our plans are not clear enough. So I've been able to have clarity based on the way that I set up my life. So, and the hustle that I put in is because, like, my dream is so big, and it's not just about me, you know. People that know me know that I have other people's dreams on my hustle. Mm-hmm. You know, I have people today that what I'm creating is what's going to create a way for them to pay their bills. So I want to see that family that have health insurance, that probably have a car note, and they know that they're paying that bill as a result of what I create. And I want to do this right here in this community. And when my maker called me, I want him to know that I use all my talents.
You speak about clarity. You speak about like it's just a gift.
Yeah.
A lot of people struggle with clarity. Where do you get this? Where is this coming from?
Well, clarity usually, if you're not if you're not very close to the Holy Spirit, like me, I have this good relationship with my God, right? It's like, I'm like, hey, God, like today was, so I'm this close with my God. So sometimes if you have, if you're a faith person, so it is really good that you have a personal relationship with your Maker. So again, I believe that God planted a lot of seeds in me. And he also gave me that reservoir, I would say, for me to find the water for me to water at. So again, I already know that's planted in me. So there's a lot of things I'm not praying for anymore because I already know it's planted in me. All I have to do is like put in the work. And it's like I already got a check. All I have to do is cash it. So my mentality as far as clarity is that anything that I cannot accomplish on my own, I hire a mentor or a coach to help me accomplish it. There's no chicken thinking about it. I'm not going to struggle with a goal. I'm just going to find somebody who has it, find somebody who's doing it, and I find out how much the investment is, not how much it costs me, but how much I have to invest in that for them to pour this into me and help me develop that clarity. And then it's just a matter of time for me to crunch it.
So, Louis, are you telling me that everything you touch turns to gold?
I'm not going to say that yet because I know that it's not that easy. But one thing I know is that the harder you work, the luckier you get.
Some people work, I'm the devil's advocate. Some people work their tail off.
Yeah,
Some people focus on certain things and they do those things that they need to do, but it's always something that's knocking them down.
Well, the thing that you need to do is like who you getting them from. You know what book are you reading that giving you the pathway, that giving you that explanation of someone who have done it? So I mean, so if you just hearing thing on the news just because they want to make sensation, if you're hearing like what's up, what's new, these are the new thing you're watching, and you want that. Like say for example, you can see somebody's great relationship on social media, and then that's what you want. It don't work like that. You gotta dig down to find out exactly the struggle that also exists in a relationship. And the same thing with, and then these people was able to tough it out and get coaches have different things. They have different ways to succeed in whatever it is, because success does not have like an exact definition. My result might be just what my goals are, but some people want more than that, and some people want less than that. So my way of clarity, my dream board, these are specific things that I want, and I know that it's all about him making a positive impact in the community I live in, knowing that what I'm creating is bigger than me. It's bigger than me, so I have such a deep passion for what I'm doing.
I always speak about leaving a legacy.
Yeah.
I've been coached by some great men in sports and mentors, and they happen to be, some of them happen to be a part of a great organization that I joined at a later date.
Okay.
And I'm always talking about a legacy, and you want to leave a good legacy. What legacy are you trying to leave, or what do you want your legacy to say, or people to say about you when you're nowhere around anymore?
Well, there are a lot of things that I don't need to talk about them right now, because it's not too much about me. I do have a great asset protection attorney that helps me put things in place on how I want my life to be after I'm long gone. So again, I have many things that I do put in paper. However, right now, I'm here to secure my parents' legacy. I'm here to make sure that those that God entrusted my life to put me on this earth, to make sure that when God called them home, they feel like they still leave something. So I'm here securing my parents' legacy, because they've worked really hard in life. And I think I'm responsible to make sure I have them secure that. In addition to that, I know that I'm going to make a positive impact in this community, because if you see Peyko is actually the nickname of my mom and my dad. So my mom, I grew up hearing my mom call my dad Co. It's like just like Bob of Robert, right?
Okay.
And then also my father called my mom Pay. So I just bundled them up, and then Peyko was born. So again, my vision is to see, like, when you're passing on some of the biggest billboard in town, so they should be featuring that.
When we talk about Peyko, and we talk about your parents,
Right.
we talk about certain things that has your mentors, things that motivated you. And E.T. talks about your why.
Right.
What is your why?
So some of the whys that I have, let's say, for example, right now, this is not something I go on social media for. I'm very private. But
Yes, you are.
but business, I'm on social
conversation.
media mostly for business, right?
Absolutely.
And community.
Yeah.
But I have to say this, like me, I don't have children yet, right? But it might come the time where I want children in the future. But for right now, I feel like the responsibility of putting a human being into this earth, I think it has more responsibility on just putting them on earth. Like the kind of provision that I want to make prior to even them get here. And it's not just money, it's character. It's all the things that I need to know that my children don't want to live my life, but they will want to see that I raise the bar at a level that they can follow, where there is whatever was missing, I created that. So I want like, if I give birth, to me,
You go give birth?
Yeah, I feel like my parents did their best.
Okay.
With
the resources that they had.
Yeah, with the resources they had. But me, who have access to way more than that, I don't want to. I don't want to miss out, and I think I should take full opportunity of what I have access to. And in addition to that, I want to make sure, since you asked the question about the why, I think my why is definitely something that's bigger than me, and I love seeing that the people that I come across, the people that chooses to deal with me, I am empowered. And through me, I am like, through me, they see possibility. Because if certain things I've been able to accomplish, I want them to say, if he can do it, so can I. Because I make absolutely no excuse.
Absolutely. And I can agree with that. We have spoken plenty of times. We have done business a few times, and just being around you and speaking to you is super motivating and encouraging.
I'm glad.
And it's a positive thing, because you can have family members, things in the community that's going on that's always bad, and you never really hear from someone that's a good person, compassionate, and can motivate you and within yourself.
And I have to give it up to you as well, Bernard, because I remember when we first met, it was me promoting somebody's barbecue grill, right? I think that's where you saw me promoting food. It's like you look.
I seen you and you were always eating. I'm like, this guy's eating good. I need to get some of that food.
Well, first of all, you see the reflect of the food. So I do eat, y'all. Okay, but one of the reasons why I go out and eat is because I feel like it's not just about me eating. It's putting the light, shining the light on the people that are in the kitchen that also need access to other people, but they're so busy in the kitchen cooking the good food, and they don't have anyone helping them promote. And they probably don't have the means to pay so much money to promote their good stuff. And hearing it from them, you probably would see that they just want to sell you. But me, I go out and see things that I really like, and I see it's worth sharing. I spend more time promoting other people's business than my own, because it's just like praying for others. You're automatically connected to God. I'm sure God sees your needs as well.
Hey, man, don't catch the Holy Ghost.
This morning,
throw some of your water on there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, and I'm going to be funny, but you're a dark-skinned brother. Real dark-skinned, right?
Well, I think it can be seen.
What made you decide that you have to be the shining light?
I think first you have, a lot of the time the calling is there, but you don't.
It was already in you,
yeah,
you feel?
It's already in you, but just like leadership, you need to be coached, you need to be trained, you need to, you need to be picked up. To me, I don't believe in self-made. I believe there's a lot of people that invested in me. And I think you are one of them, because I've met you in such a short period of time. And I like the way you network, bro. You connect with everyone. And that's why I want to shine like you, too. Like, when I grow up, I want to have those kind of jackets like this.
Walmart.
So again, I personally choose to go around and wear a Peyko branded shirt. But I have to tell you, man, I want some of those.
I got to put Faithful on there.
Faithful, right? So again, I think what's in me that really want to shine is because I know that if I shine, people like myself will see it's possible.
I want you to tell the story. I think it's kind of unique and funny at the same time.
Right.
The story about you selling phones with video on there.
Well, it was back in 2006. That's when my school teacher recruited me in that thing that most people really don't like joining them. So that video phone, he told me like, one day people are going to be talking and see people on the other end. I'm like, this guy's funny.
And we got all this.
I said, this guy's crazy. Funny, but I'm like,
so you laughed at him about it.
So I laughed at them. I'm like, how you going to see someone through a phone? But back
this
then,
was back in, you said 2006.
Yeah, back in 2006.
It wasn't the one we was rolling.
Yeah, there was no front-facing camera phone at that time. I'm like, and he say, if you can predict what people going to be buying in the next 2 years from now, you need to get in front of it. And find out how you can be one of the distributor or producer, because you will be a consumer anyway. So that's why I got in. So I got in, I put in the work, I put that phone in so many people's hands, connecting family abroad, seeing each other, and people were smiling. And now here we are. We're doing WhatsApp video phone, FaceTime video phone.
And what happened with that? And Apple came into it?
Yeah, but what it is, I got in so early before the massive find out about it. I made tons of money in it already. So that's
everybody else jumped on it.
Everybody jumped on it.
Wow.
But I understand the ground floor opportunity. And I actually right now, I'm a part of something new. And it's about I'm about to blow it up, you know. I like to have fun, bro. I like to get in front of opportunity that's gonna come anyway, and we're gonna be a consumer. So if I see the opportunity, just for example, I'm not saying you this. For example, I bought you this soda, by the way. So the reason why I bought you a Shukun soda, it's because I see a good friend of mine came out with the ingredient list, and then he had the idea of launching a soda. The soda is only with 40 calories. You know, thinking about our competitors, about 250 calories. Now, it's like 40 calories, and he's only have 10 grams of cane sugar. So I felt like those that have problem, I think he's fixing the soda problem with everybody saying they don't drink soda. So last time I was here with Tamika, the great Tamika, after I had that from Career Nonprofit. Shout out to Miss Tamika. So again, when I was with her, I had the alkaline water. I think it was fun. I always find things that benefit me, like I drink alkaline water. I say, why not capitalizing on it? I didn't really like drinking soda, but when I found a soda that's decent, that's healthier, so I got on it. So today we have about 52 gas station and mom and pop store that are distributing, that are retailing this, but we know we're the distributor, and I have the territory from that company. I'm the one helping.
Where can they find it locally?
Oh man, you go to all those food truck around here.
Food trucks?
Yeah, okay. Many of them. You know, I got deep down south down there. They have it. You know, I got some stores on Fowler that has it. I have some gas station. I don't want to promote those gas stations. I didn't have permission to do that.
Okay.
But again, you'll find this if you see
at local gas stations.
It's ours. Okay. So again, I just like to have fun because it builds relationships as well. Sometimes it's not just about selling soda, but while I'm at those stores, I'm meeting those owners. Now I get to know who owns that gas station, who owns that market. So I get to network. To me, that's why I have things in my hands when I go out. And right now, I'm that guy. Like if somebody's looking for something to do, you want to start something. If you have a vision, come to me with it. I probably will help you with clarity for you to blow it up. Or if you don't have an opportunity, come sit down with me. I'll probably help you with some cutting edge thing that are happening right now, and it's going to happen with you or without you. And I might help help me, and come in and just blow it up and make money. It's fun.
What inspires me about you, and I look and I pay attention, and it's crazy, is that you are super organized.
Oh, really?
I can't just call you and say, hey, let's meet here. You like, you send me a link. You say, set up an appointment. How important is that to be like that, though?
Yeah, but
some people look at it like it's a disrespectful thing, or who he think he is. Right. But I understand the game.
Yeah, well, you're a professional. Let me tell you something. It wasn't always this way.
Nah.
I got coaches and mentors that tells me, go ahead and get a little bit more organized, and there's a cost to it. And I found this program. Anybody that's watching it right now can go and look it up. It's called setmore.com. I found the program, and it's free. I don't pay for it. But you're able to have your own website. People can book you. Setmore, SETMORMORE.com. You go to setmore.com, create yourself a free account for your calendar, just like calendar. Right? But this thing is like more professional. And I always send people a link. The link to my calendar is Louis, Louis, calendar, CALENDAR .setmore.com. LouisCalendar.setmore.com. When you get there, if you need to speak with me, you don't need to ask me when I'm available. I already don't know. You go on my calendar, book a time. Know that time is just for you.
I think it's perfect.
Thank you.
Mr. Lewis, any last words, thoughts, feelings, complaints?
I don't think I can have any last word because I want to talk. I know. Talk with you. It's
listen,
fun.
I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate everyone.
It's like work, man. I like to work. I like to talk.
I appreciate everyone tuning in.
Well, it's an honor.
And I think you just gave a lot of great information, and I think we can sit here and talk for 2 hours. Yes, sir. But like you say, it pays, right? You gotta pay for it.
Yeah, it does pay. So all I know is at this point, just because I give an inspiring story before I leave this, I just want to tell all the viewers that it's not like I got it so easy, It's like sometimes we do face road bumps.
Absolutely.
But again, it's like we already know it was not a race, it was a marathon, right? We just know that, it ain't over until we win. And sometimes when winning is not only about yourself, you can't afford to give up. So with that being said, thank you for having me on the path.
The path.
The path to life. What is
Absolutely.
it? So please invite me back. Because it's fun over here. I love the seat. I don't get to sit on nice fancy thing like that all the time. Always at work.
Look, like I said, I appreciate you coming through. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Yeah. This is the path. I hope you guys learn something are important for people that are growing their business, because it helps them continue to pay the bills and helps them to keep on bringing on great guests. And then I'm your faithful realtor, right? If you need some real estate needs and questions, call me and contact me. This is the path. Add me on social media at Bernard.Faithful, and I'll check you later.
All right.